day, I've never been in a photography studio ever. I've never been in anyone else's. I've never even got close to one. I just kind of built this how I thought I would want it, and it seems to work.
Unreal.
And it's cool. I just want to keep it a cool place. Like the way I kind of see it is that, I don't know, like people always go through my riding career, people have always let me just ride at their places and not, haven't charged me. They're just because you've got the same passion. So I do these like free nights at the studio where I just let people come in, use all the equipment, use the space for free, just because, they've got the same passion. It's exactly the same as riding. So I'm kind of bringing that kind of side over to photography. Like, so it's the same deal, really.
Incredible.
So just but
it's rare. It's really rare.
And it is rare because I guess at this time I've kind of I'm not relying on that money. So I know it's just fun. I'd rather help people out. And that's kind of, I guess, nearly more important to me than just, ripping them off and trying to, make a quick buck. I don't care about that stuff.
Yeah, beautiful. But what you're really doing, without even thinking it through, I'll bet that you're building this client base, what they'd call in the business world. You're building, you're giving everyone, and they feel this great thing, and I want to go back there. They'll either choose your studio in the future, or they'll choose something else that they don't.
Yeah, totally. And that's, I don't pressure anyone to come in, or I don't know, if people call up if they want to come in, they come in, check it out. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to pressure anyone to come to my space. It's just a fun thing, and I want it to be fun, and that's why I love being there. And I don't really open up unless when I'm on tour, I kind of just close it, and then when I'm back, I'll open it because I just want to, I just love being there and just kind of helping, showing everyone around, and yeah, it's just a fun thing.
So obviously, all the photos for the studio are taken by you.
Yeah, so I obviously shoot a lot of the time. I shoot like for clients in the studio, in my own studio, but then when other clients are in there, I just shoot behind the scenes and kind of edit some videos for people, and just keep it fun. Rather give them something back as well and share it around, like help advertise them as well, and that's what it's all about.
Great. Well, that's where I'm thinking. That's why I thought this thing already looks popular. Like you've obviously got the eye for a good shot because, you know what you mean? You see some things, it could be your mate's thing, and you go, some things look pro from the word go,
That's what it's just definitely the people you surround yourself with. Like how I got in the photography thing and grew and got better was mainly because I've got the best photographers in the world in my industry photographing me as a rider. So I've always picked their brains and just, I've always been interested in what they're doing. So, and they're always stoked to find a rider that's actually keen on photography, who know what they actually shoot. So they're always keen to help out. And I've learned from there, awesome guys like Jeff Crow, Ted Grambo, and a lot of those guys in the top industry who made a living out of it. And they've always been photographing us, so it's just awesome.
Wow, Ted Grambo, isn't he a big surf?
Yeah, he does surf. I met him through a friend, and he just loves it. He shot in the studio heaps, and he's just, for his age, he's an older guy, and he still has the passion even more than I do, and it's crazy to see, he comes in the studio and just practices, new techniques. Excellent. And a guy like that, he gets it. He knows that the worst thing you can be is an expert, because then you're just doing the same things that He's always evolving and always learning new tricks.
Brilliant. It must be. You made me think of the little time I did travel as a commentator. I said this to Bruce Robson too, your commentator.
Bruce.
How I personally got bored out of my mind. So for you to be able to talk to photographers when you're on you're in Oslo, and you what people don't sort of understand, I guess, is when you're doing shows, it's kind of like this repetition night. Yeah. So you're. Obviously, you start off and then you find your mates in the show and we're having a good time here. Yeah. And if it goes on for a certain amount of time, then it goes into little bits of depression.
6 years.
I miss home. This sucks. Yeah.
They're doing it for 6 years. So, totally. And that's...
So have something side to talk about at least.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely my escape is the studio. Just go in there some nights and just play around and just learning new skills. That's what it's all about. And just...
Yeah, but then you've got something to do in other cities too. Search other people's studios or just let's go do something over there.
Yeah, always walk around towns and, there's always definitely a lot of photos still yet to be taken. So it's just good seeing new things. And then with the side of the Nitro Circus TV show, working with them, and I do all the drone work for the TV series on NBC. So I just, get to fly my helicopter around the world.
Have you always had one of those?
Not really. I just kind of got in through the video side and then just kind of grabbed my attention. So I just kind of kept on it and,
You ever crashed
it
one?
Works.
Proper?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah?
So many.
Yeah, I got one of those little ones at home, and I can't believe like how easy they are to set up. Like even the toy little ones like have trim and like, oh my god, this is
just as easy to crash.
yeah, right. So I imagine those $5,000 ones with the cameras on it.
Yeah, I know. I need to be a bit more careful. I kind of take too many risks, and I always crash. But it's good for good fun.
Damn,
got to get the shot sometimes.
Yeah, I'll say it now. You know, like I haven't seen your show, but I know from looking you up on the net, you do a lot with your sister Emma.
Yep.
Yeah. If you were doing if you're doing that Red Bull thing in Thailand when you're 17, was your sister part of that then, or were you had your own free?
No, what was she doing back then? She we both started riding the exact same day. We only got a bike when I was 15. My parents, we moved to a property and finally got some land. And
where?
I just down in Melbourne.
What part?
Wattle Glen it was, just outside of Diamond Creek, in between Hurstbridge.
What?
You know
I don't know any of those.
Anyway, is
there any big town?
It's only about 30 minutes out of the city, not too far. It's just kind of where it starts getting kind of into property. And we sat at a small block, and then me and my sister started on the same day, and then we both raced together. She used to race motocross, and she kept doing it for years. And I got.
Is she older?
No, she's younger. She's 2 years younger than me.
Right.
And for years, then I started doing freestyle when school finished and parents stopped helping me, and freestyle was just the way to go because it was the only way I could make some money, and I couldn't afford to pay for bikes on my own.
Right.
And she kept racing, and I was like, Emma, you got to get into this. You got to get into freestyle. Like, there's no girls who really do it. Like, you kill it. You don't have to really work that hard.
Yeah. What sort of year would this be? Early 2000?
No, this would have been 2010. She started.
True. Okay.
Yeah, when she started. Okay. And then she finally come to a Nitro Circus show. She got asked to go on Travis's bike when they did the first 2-person backflip, and that was years ago. So no one had ever done that really kind of before. She got in that, and then she just got the taste for it. And she's like, I want to do this. So when she went home, she quit her job and then just knuckled down and got good at freestyle. And now she's pretty much the best female rider in the world.
Yeah. So as an act, you know.
Oh, the act, yeah.
The act of, I guess you guys became really marketable, like
the brother and sister thing.
Yeah, like, are you kidding me? Like I had that last show I just did with the Naked Magicians, marketing. Oh my God, normal people can categorize and go, there's something that we can buy, and like Nitro Circus has this, like.
Yeah, well, it definitely took a lot of selling actually. Unfortunately, we did it probably years ago. Probably like 4 years ago, we learned all our tandem tricks that we do now, basically. And we went to Nitro, and they didn't really wasn't the right stage for it. They weren't that interested at the time because they had so many good acts at the moment. So they waited like 2 years, and then we finally did it. We finally got part of it. And now we're in all the time, so it's good.
Constantly hassling them, or
no? We just kind of did our stuff. We proved that we could do it, and then we just sat back, and they weren't that in. They just had too much on, to be honest. They had so many people, they couldn't really. Didn't need room for another person at the time. So,
wow.
But yeah, now it's worked good. So she's stoked. Now she's gonna think she's gonna ride the Australian tour as well, freestyle motocross on her own, which is awesome. Right. And then we'll do the tandem thing as well, and I'll do the freestyle as well. So it's awesome.
Do you ever get the shits?
How much easier
like your sister, and you're like, oh man, so honestly, if I was to be doing something with my own sister, we're like,
not at all. Because I honestly I only do that little extra act. It helps keep me in a job too, but it gives her work because she's not actually on the Nitro Circus tour. The first time she's really done it was got in the show was with me, so it's just helped her out. And Mum's always on my back and make sure you look after your sister. And I crash and I break my arm, and she's worried that my sister's out of a job because my sister needs me to work to work on that. I'm like, Mum, I'm losing money too. Plus, I'm in hospital with a broken leg. Don't worry about Emma.
So you obviously get along good. That's what I was kind of.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Who's faster?
So. Racing?
Yeah. Have you had a race?
More than one lap, she'd definitely be faster.
You reckon?
She's better than
good?
me.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, she's good. She was like top 5 in Australia at one point in motocross, so she knows how to ride a bike.
So was she in Oslo at the time?
Yeah. So we just done all our act. We did all our tandem stuff, our swap over and stuff in the air, and then she was watching. She actually got a photo. She takes photos as well. She went to uni as a photographer. Funny enough. And yeah, she actually got a photo of us hitting me and Josh running into each other in the air. which is crazy. Like these actual split second, and she didn't even realize she got it until the next day.
Wow, of all the people,
My sister's there just snapping away, me crashing.
That's the moment you took me out of the show.
Yeah.
Let's zoom in.
And then she got sent home. She
For real?
Yeah, because she's out of a job. She needs us for the tour. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And then I got my mum. I'm like on my case about why didn't you think of your sister?
how interesting. So does that mean that there's oh man, you've done it for 6 years, so that would mean there are all these new kids just dying to get that gig.
Yeah,
just to try and get in on it. So there'd be kids right now even learning to do the tricks that you and your sister do to replace that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like our sport's actually in a way killing itself, to be honest. There's not half as many people kind of like coming up as there used to be.
Wow.
Just because, I don't know, like when I was a kid and a lot of the guys now, like growing up, you kind of grew with the sport. So you kind of like, you do doing the tricks before the backflips, and then the backflips come along, you learn the backflips, and then the backflip tricks learn, and that, you just worked your way. But now, coming in as a 13-year-old or a 14-year-old, looking at people doing triple backflips and spins like that, they just don't. There's people that aren't getting into it because of that reason. It's just too much to learn, and it's too dangerous.
Right, and that feeling of like, oh man, I could never set up one of those Nitro Circus jumps at the compound. So
yeah, exactly. Like I can't even do half the stuff that top guys do now, and I don't want to. So I can imagine being a 13-year-old thinking of that.
Yeah, good point. So maybe it has reached,
or it'll still keep growing.
Obviously it will. Something will come out of.
But yeah, it's definitely slowed the the progression has not slowed at all, but the people coming into the sport I feel like have I've been riding pretty safe and consistent in that, but there's not that many kids kind of after my job, so it's good. Right. It's good for me, but I don't know if it's good for the sport.
I remember Mudgy, we were at the Gold Coast show.
Oh yeah.
And we were working in a bar together or something, right? And he said, come watch what I do. And I'd heard all about him, obviously.
Yeah.
So I go to the Gold Coast show, and he was the only guy doing some sort of
trick at the time,
tricks, right? Yeah. And I'm looking at this ramp, just went straight up in the air, and a little down ramp over there, which I think was on the back of someone's van. Anyway,
it would have been dangerous back in those days.
And I'm thinking, what's he doing?
And
then just putted up to it. It seemed like he just went, bat.
Yeah.
But I freaked out thinking he was going to hit it like force, Evil Knievel.
Spot on.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how you jump it according to sound too.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, he taught me. Bat.
You would have made it perfect.
Oh, yeah, mate. We actually raced a lot of stuff together in the end. We 50 racing.
Oh, yeah.
With pit bikes.
Yeah, that was a big scene
that was a big scene for a while, yeah. We even did the 24-hour scooter race together.
Oh, I've done that when I first moved up here, actually.
Did you? A great thing, wasn't it?
That's still probably the best fun I've ever had on a motorbike, doing that with my best mates.
Don't you get good?
Oh, it's just... there's so much fun. You don't get tired, really that tired, so you can just put in lap after lap. I love that.
Yeah.
Maybe want to get into road bike racing.
Yeah, man. I think about it all the time. Like, when you're doing 24-hour race on a 50cc scooter, you're only doing 45 kilometres an hour pretty much beside the same bloke all the time. Yeah, it's so good.
I remember being 2 hours just back and forth with this guy for 2 hours, and it was the best fun thing I've ever had.
Yeah. Well, actually, Guy Newman, Guy, we raced beside each other for hours. And it was a real bonding sort of thing too. The track laid rubber after a while. You just could not lose traction. It was great.
Yeah.
Damn, they do that all the time.
They still do it. Buddy Pito runs it now, and they actually do the go-kart, proper good go-kart track up in Pimpama, I think it is. So I'm keen as to do it. I'm just always been away.
I miss it every year. Yeah, somehow. I don't hear about it.
I'm definitely getting involved this year if I can.
Wow. So what does this mean for you now, this busted foot?
Yeah, it just means taking a lot of photos for a bit.
Right.
Nah, that's all right. I don't know what I would do without the studio kind of thing. That keeps me going. I'd probably be hanging from the ceiling right now. I've had that much bad luck, but I get home and, work. There's so much work on it. I just kind of just get involved in that. It's I only got a split personality kind of thing. I just do that when I'm away.
Yeah, you're lucky, man. Yeah, not lucky, but
yeah, I know.
It's
I don't know. Just
pretty cool to have that another thing for your mind to do.
Yeah, just fun. That's all I've always ever done. It's just done what makes me happy, and it seems to work. So I just keep doing it.
Yeah. And were you, as soon as you're ready to go, will you fit back into Nitro?
Yeah. So they've already pretty much got got us on for Freestyle for the Australian Cap City Tour in mid-May.